Without further ado, I would introduce Han Rosa Bilal, who is the co-founder and life sciences managing editor at Youth STEM Matters. Ana Rosa spends most of her time writing about research and medical sciences. Especially immunology and neuroimmunology. She inspires to help people as possible in her life, both in research and in clinical setting. Hence why helping young people flourish at the forefront of scientific development at Youth STEM Matters has always been a marvel. So Hannah Rosa would actually be reflecting on the past year at Youth STEM Matters, and our talk is tagged Youth STEM Matters, a year of impact, change, and milestones. So please join me to welcome Anna Rosa to the stage. Over to you, Anna.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, Victor. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here. I am so glad to see so many of you here interacting already, and I couldn't be more excited. Couldn't be more excited to see what our research conference organizers have planned for us today. And I'm so excited to reflect with you about all the things that we have done in Youth STEM Matters, all right? In the past year. I can't wait to share everything. And it's inspiring things. And I want you, okay, to get involved once you get inspired. And I'm sure you will. So let's get started. I'm going to share. Sorry. Should work now. Yep. So, can everyone see my screen? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. All right. Let's get started. All right. So, I am going to be talking about this year at Youth STEM Matters, okay? And it's been a year of impact, change, and milestones, all right? And so let's get started, all right? So, this year has been a new for Youth STEM Matters. We've had loads of changes, but loads of great things have happened. And I'm so excited to tell you a little bit about these in the next few minutes, all right? So, this year we have seen a huge change at Youth STEM Matters. We have transitioned from in terms of our editor in chief, who is one of the most important sort of players in our team because they set the strategy and they help support everyone. So Adam did a huge, massive job over the past 2 years, being an amazing editor in chief, supporting everyone, building a training program, supporting, giving feedback, writing all our resources, and he's had a huge, 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 significant sort of role over the past 2 years. And now we have Yara, who's an amazing person in her own right, and all the things she's achieved and will achieve with Youth That Matters is something I'm really excited to be looking forward to and have been experiencing as well. So this has been one of our huge changes, and Yara has actually set up a new strategy for the journal along with the team. And we're going to be focusing on sustainability, inclusivity, and culture and accessibility and impact and engagement. So I'm going to run through these very quickly with you so you have an idea of what kind of things we'd be looking to do here at Youth That Matters, okay? So we want to be able to ensure that future generations can make the most out of Youth That Matters. And that's why it also kind of links with the sustainable development goals. We want to create a sustainable environment, okay, for new researchers, new volunteers to join our team. And that's why we want to future proof our journal. And we want to create an environment where everyone is welcomed, included, and have a voice, okay? Creating this culture, all right, where everyone feels welcome and everyone is friendly, which is something that we have, but we want to create even more of, okay? We want to make sure that we increase our outreach towards so many more young people in the world, people who may not know currently that they want to be involved in STEM. And that's kind of similar, okay, to what I'll be talking about later. Sometimes you don't know where you will end up, and we want to make help people realize that they can end up and actually make a difference, all right? And we want to be able to cater for different cultures, different sort of backgrounds, and by facilitating a very accessible format of our articles and content and research. Okay, so talking about not realizing things, let's see. I cannot actually believe how far we've come with regards to how many volunteers we have. We have 85 volunteers from 30 countries. I mean, I can't believe we were literally a few people at the very beginning, two, three people, and now we're 85. It's mind blowing. So many capable young people, and each and every one of them, without them, we'd be, honestly, I can't imagine the place without them. And every and each person here makes a difference, as well as our authors, of course. And I just wanted to send a huge thanks to the whole volunteer team because you're all amazing. All right. And because we value our volunteers so much, we care about their opinions. So last year in December, YouthSTEM 2030, which is the parent organization of YouthSTEM Matters, held loads of workshops asking our volunteers how they want their journal to be run because we believe in taking ownership of our projects. And that's exactly what we do at YouthSTEM Matters. We said, how do we want the journal to be run? Where do we want it to be run? When do we want it to be run? In what kind of scenario? Who do we want to help? Who do we want to support? All of these questions we were thinking through telescopes, looking at the bigger picture. All right. And that is something that we learned, myself included, to try to reflect. And it was a super and very hugely beneficial activity that happened at YouthSTEM Matters in the past year. I'm also really excited to say that as part of my work in YouthSTEM Matters, something I really care about is the fact that we need to build leaders. And welcoming a new generation of leaders is just so important, especially in STEM and research. I was very humbly awarded the Global Teen Leader by We Are a Family Foundation, and I'm so excited to be able to take every single person that's watching this and every single person in our journal on this journey as a global teen leader. And I want to be able to create together an environment where we can foster, okay, new leaders within research, within STEM, because anyone can do it. And I believe in you, every single one of you, so much. And that's exactly the kind of insight that we have at YouthSTEM Matters as well. So let's just briefly talk about our community as well. Our community has been amazing. We've had two conferences so far, research conferences, with over 450 people joining. Okay. This one is going to be amazing as well. Just you wait. Okay. We've made global connections through our newsletters, social media, community updates, and our monthly um, updates, the abstract, our monthly article that summarizes what we've been up to. We have journal development days where we do skill building. We have channel events like Ask Me Anything. You can ask anyone any question and they'd be happy, like friends, just chatting, collaborating. People from different teams come together to work on an article and just come up with something really great. Like, for example, we had an editor and an artist write about hostile architecture. And that was just something that really blew my mind because it's so powerful to have this collaboration. And our impact, as you can see, we've done great. And something that's really, I want to really highlight, we've been able to talk about every single SDG in our articles. We've targeted every single one. It's a huge milestone. And we've joined the SDG Publishers Compact, which means that we will try our hardest to help and support young people in our mission in the most sustainable way possible. And I'm sure we can do it. It's just something that I know innately. And we are. And that's what we've done in the past year. Okay? Something really exciting. We have published over 60 articles, and we have our print edition, which is coming on sale this June with so much research, so much innovation from amazing young people. And amazingly, you might get one if you complete the research conference quest today. So be on the lookout for that. So let's empower youth together, everyone. With Youth That Matters, I want you to be inspired. I want you to feel like you belong here because you do. Thank you so much for listening.
Wow, wow, wow. What an excellent way to kick off the research conference. Thanks for sharing your reflections with us, Hannah Rosa. I mean, we've achieved a lot over the past year, and I myself as well have been, very proud to be part of this journey. And I'm looking forward, to seeing more impact as well as innovations through Youth STEM Matters Journal, and as well as youths all over the world.